As the first light of the new year breaks over the rolling hills of the Cotswolds, Pete and I find ourselves far from the ocean waves we know so well. We are joined by our lovely neighbours Ray, Kim and Ella. Instead of the salty breeze of the Caribbean or Mediterranean, we are greeted by the crisp winter air of the idyllic English countryside. It's going to be an epic adventure.
Remember you and I would always find somewhere to hide when we were kids, so we could see and hear the water run. The river's gonna cry when you're gone.
Nestled among honey-coloured stone cottages and winding lanes, Pete and I are embracing a slower pace, trading ship decks for cosy pubs and sailorways for scenic walks. This journey is filled with roaring fires, charming villages and the timeless beauty of the Cotswolds. This is our first adventure of the new year.
Passing by and leave a mark in our minds to turn to memories. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry.
Our first stop was the Mill Inn pub, nestled in the town of Withington. And so I'm going to get the drone up and take a few shots. It's a quintessential riverside pub that dates back to 1588. This place has a real welcoming feel. It has charming character and several rooms with open fires, which makes it quite cosy. There's also a nice riverside garden, so we're going to have a bite to eat, a swift pint of Guinness, and then we're going to hit the road again.
You would stay, but I've always known that you would go and find your own.
En route to Cheltenham, we stopped off at Northleach, which is a small, quaint market town. This town became very wealthy in the Middle Ages, thanks to the wool trade, and it's the wool trade that funded the Church of St Peter and St Paul, which is known as the Cathedral of the Cotswolds. This is a spectacular Gothic church built in the 15th century. The Cotswolds are renowned for these narrow hedge-lined lanes that twist through honeystone villages and rolling hills, which is ideal for a scenic drive. Drives like Broadway to Snow's Hill or Burford to Bibury combine dramatic landscapes and historic villages. These winding roads are very picturesque, but be mindful they are narrow.
It's gonna cry, it's gonna cry.
So we arrive in Cheltenham, and on day 2 we're heading off to the races. Cheltenham Racecourse sits right in the heart of the Cotswolds, and this year's race meeting on New Year's Day saw the venue sell out for the first time ever, with a crowd of 44,151. It was Kim's birthday, so it was only right that the girls treat themselves to some overpriced champagne. This is a popular event and it draws thousands of Irish race fans. The races were a full-day event, which takes us on to day 3, and first stop was Bourton-on-the-Water. This is a really picturesque village in Gloucestershire, with a real tranquil riverside setting. The high street runs along the river Windrush, which is crossed by 5 arched stone bridges, and the village has earned the nickname Venice of the Cotswolds. We visited this place on the 2nd of January, and it was already really busy. So I dread to think how busy this place gets in the summer. Here's a fun fact for you. Every August bank holiday, as a matter of tradition, the locals play a football match in this river. This village blends historic charm and riverside serenity, which makes it one of the Cotswolds' most engaging and photogenic villages. Broadway is a large, picturesque village in the Worcestershire Cotswolds. It's known for its wide, tree-lined high street, which is where it obtains its name, and there are plenty of those honey-coloured stone buildings. There are plenty of independent shops and galleries, and this place feels like it has a timeless atmosphere. This place is often referred to as the Jewel of the Cotswolds. In the 1500s, this was a major stopping point on the coaching route. Bibury is a small village on the River Colne, and this was a much anticipated stop, and we wanted to see the iconic Arlington Row. These cottages were built in the 1300s as a wool store, and in the 17th century they were converted into weavers' cottages. These cottages are now owned by the National Trust, but are also rented out to private tenants and holiday lets. Arlington Row is possibly the most photographed scene in the Cotswolds, and is popular amongst influencers and photographers worldwide. There are many signs in Arlington Row asking you to keep off the grass and to respect people's privacy. However, this is not always adhered to. Lower Slaughter Village was our final stop, and this was a real bonus stop off. The village has a 13th century church, cottages that date back to the 15th and 16th century, and a 19th century watermill. Like many of the Cotswolds villages, this really is picture postcard, and this place would be ideal for a peaceful Cotswold escape. It's great for those river walks, and it's cosy country hospitality. So we hope you've enjoyed this video today, and I'll leave you to enjoy some aerial shots of Lower Slaughter Village.
Thanks so much for joining us on our trip to the Cotswolds. If you have enjoyed the video, please comment, hit the thumbs up and subscribe to our channel as it's free. Thanks again and hope to see you on our next adventure.